Hey guys, this is Eric Eddie Lane.
Andy Lane.
Yes, so I'm saying both
Yeah,
of them.
you are.
Anyway, look, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, go ahead, do that old like, do that old subscribe, and hit that bell to notify you when we do the uploads.
And leave us a comment as well. Tell us what you think about our topic. We're just having a casual conversation.
Yes. And also share it once we finish.
Please.
Right.
If this is helpful to you, which we always hope that it is, we want you to share that. Don't keep it to yourself. Mm-hmm. Share with somebody. But we're just having a casual conversation. Many of us are feeling the effects of loss, right? Let's talk about grief. And I know if you are a Marvel fan, if you are, in tune to any of the iconic superhero movies, especially those of recent, the shock value that we all are still, some of us are still really in regarding the loss of Chadwick Boseman, right?
And that's a part of the stages of grief. We're not going to get into all of that right now. We will have a more in-depth video available on the website. So
yeah, we'll talk about the stages and all that kind of stuff. But we're familiar with loss. Both Eric and I, we had the loss of our very own special family members. My sister in 2019 and my husband's father in 2017. And so we are coming upon the birthday of our dad. Mm-hmm. And it's a bit of you think that, like they say, time heals all wounds. Okay. But what do we do when we are still, kind of having some things that are coming up, like, I don't know. Well, let me just tell you, this guy that I love, we noticed that Eric and I, we were, of course, doing what we do in the community, teaching workshops, and he was consistently, like, always forgetting stuff. And literally one day, we came back home 3 times in one day from all the way on the other side of town, North Houston, right? And we just didn't know why he was, like, oh man, I forgot this. And so we drive back and it happened 3 times. And we didn't know what that was. And for us, it was just like, this is strange, until it dawned on Eric that I think, this is like, I don't know what this is. I can't explain it. Yes, so and we went to training.
And discovered it was grief.
The training, proved it all.
But what has happened is it's been 3 years. And just in the last couple of weeks, I've left my wallet. I would get to the place where I'm going and reach for my wallet, and it's embarrassing, 1. And 2, it's like you got to drive all the way back home and get it, and I got to tell somebody who's going to tell another person in my life,
hey mom.
Anyway, so it's hard, and it's hard in these streets for a griever. So it wasn't until yesterday while I was with my daughter, we went to go get something for her rabbit, and
way on the other side of town. But go ahead.
Where we went was considered out of town. So anyway, we went out of town, and I wound up having to call and make all these adjustments to do this, and to pay for the goods and whatnot. And I was talking to the child while we were eating together. It was daddy-daughter day, and realized, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm grieving because Dad's birthday was fast approaching, which is tomorrow. So in recognizing that, I took some time for self-care. I went and took a ride on my motorcycle, and these are just some of the things that we will discuss more in depth in a longer video regarding grief. But we want to just share just a couple of quick things. We're going to label these off, and we're going to let you go. But just want to let you guys know that Eric and Elaine are thinking of you guys and want to give you these couple of tips. So just a couple of quick things you want to have to consider. Like I said just now, self-care physically and emotionally. Okay, one, on the emotional side, I decided since I'm grieving, let me take out Dad's pictures from the memorial service. I'm going to take those out and I'm going to set them up. Second, physical self-care. I took a nice little ride on my motorcycle. Since it's been a while since I've ridden, just around the block. I didn't even go far or whatnot, but just around the block, just to feel the wind and just feel the power of the bike. It was just something that was, just good that I've identified as self-care for me.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Something that you enjoy doing.
Right. And then the taking that time for good social support, relationship with my wife and my kids and my family. We study the scriptures at night, so I was able to disclose to them what I recognized that day, and so we talked about it, and they prayed for me, and so on and so forth. So that's how I dealt with it.
And even when we look at how can you support a loved one during a time of grief, right? Because again, like we said, we're all grieving something or someone, especially during this time. But be a listening ear, right? Mm-hmm. Really be one to allow them to just talk. Let them talk. Let them get it all out. And I mean, stop everything. Stop everything and tune in, because that is a way, we call it, it's very cathartic. Mm-hmm. And I have encouraged, let's make this the topic of today, because this is cathartic for Eric. And, of course, we want to be an example so that you can see how just talking about your loved one, talking mm-hmm. about what they mean to you mm-hmm. it's huge. So you want to do that, and you want to just really connect with them, allow them to feel, mm-hmm. we say it, feel it through, mm-hmm. sit in it. And that's something that we, as a culture, I will say, our culture is not accustomed to doing, is allowing ourselves to sit in and embrace the emotion that's coming up. Right.
Because truth be told, there's a time for everything. In our reading of the scriptures the other day, we recognized that the Father gave Joshua and the children of Israel 30 days to grieve Moses' death. Yeah. So in that, why don't we take some time to remember that individual and feel those things through, as Elaine said. So anyway, that's it for us right now. There will be a later video on a more in depth for those who would like to, or maybe we can do a webinar. Maybe we can do a Zoom call. Invite you guys out. But anyway, again, like, share, and subscribe, and comment on this video, and we look forward to hearing from you. All right, Eric and Elaine, peace and blessings.